This is Bob Maloney from MyMMAnews.com, and I have the pleasure of hosting Cathryn Millares today. Cathryn is a current Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappling competitor. And Cathryn, first of all, thank you for giving me some time, and I want to say congratulations because you are going to be competing next week on the first all-female Fight to Win card in Miami on January 29th. Now, listen, I think it's a fantastic thing that we're having an all-female card. Tell me how you're feeling and tell me a little bit about what's going on right now.
I am so excited. I can't wait to fly out. I fly out on Thursday, and it'll only be my second time on Fight to Win, and the girl's name is also Cathryn. So I'm extra excited. I feel like we're competing for who gets to keep the name there, but it'll be good. It is only my second one, and it's in no-gi, and that's my favorite thing. So I'm ready to go.
Well, listen, you have a full-time career. I mean, you're a registered nurse. Thank you for being on the front line and, saving people's lives, no matter what, area you're in. I know that's a stressful job. And when you have an event like this and you take an event like this, normally like fighters will have like a fight camp. Do you have anything like that? I know that you train, like it's like a lifestyle for you. Do you like have like a little mini camp or anything for an event, or is it just the same thing that you do on a normal routine?
So I try to live by the motto where you stay ready, and then that way you don't have to get ready. So that being said, I train the same all the time, but when I'm getting ready to go into a fight, I definitely put together like a little camp. And what that usually entails is a lot more no-gi tailored to the specific tournament. So for Fight to Win, I'm obviously looking for all submission attempts. So I'm coming strong with the submission game. And then I also put together, finding as many small females or females that I need to train with as possible. So I have a few at my gym that I rely on, and then I have a bunch of other girls that I go train out with a lot of other gyms. So I'll travel pretty much like every Sunday. We're going within like 1 to 3 hours from the house, looking around. And then of course I have my boyfriend who's my main training partner in gi and no gi, and so him and like a couple of our close friends. We have like a squad that we actually called the Horn Squad. So they are my main people. They come over every Sunday and we do some stuff for the camp as well.
How did your journey into, mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, how did that start for you? Was it like you wanted to learn it for self-defense? Tell me a little bit about your beginning into this lifestyle.
Yeah, that's a great question. What's crazy is I've always loved mixed martial arts, but I never even knew what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was. But when I was younger, I was pretty feisty. So my mom would try to get me into karate, and that was what she thought was martial arts, just straight up karate. I did Hung Gar, which is a Chinese martial art, which was weird. But anyway, when I started college, I had learned a little bit about jiu-jitsu, didn't know what it was, loved to be athletic and like kind of like get out there and do stuff. And it was actually my boyfriend who was like, you need to come try this. You would really like it. So I came into a random class one day and like fell in love, started for self-defense, but found out immediately that I wanted to compete. So actually threw myself out there. I say this all the time. I threw myself out there within like 2 months to a competition without ever doing no-gi, and I got armbarred 4 times by the same girl. And I was like, forget it. I'm coming back and I'm going to kill everyone else. And that's where we started.
Well, listen, it's got to help when, you say your boyfriend is also your training partner. So when you both have that lifestyle in the gym and at home, you have the support system 24/7. It's not just at the gym. So that's definitely got to be a big help for you too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really lucky. He serves as one of my main coaches. His name's AJ. He's great. So I'm really lucky for that. And we have mats in the basement. So that's another thing that's like really great.
Tell me a little bit about like you said you travel obviously, and in this sport that's great because people are so friendly. You can go roll with these other females or even men. But tell me about your home gym. What's your home gym and your head coach, and give out some shout outs or some love to your training partners who's helping you get ready to perform your best as possible next week at Fight to Win 162.
Yeah, I'm super excited to hype all of them up. I'm from Paramount Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so that's out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania, under Coach Brad Court, and that's I'm homegrown, so I'm going to black belt with him. I want to be the first female that he gives a black belt to. That's the goal. But we're under TAC team, which is under Jared Weiner, who's in Jenkintown. And I have nothing but great things to say about TAC team because it's super close. You know, I feel like you can join another team and, you know, pay their fees and then immediately you get that name. But Jared handpicks all the people that he has joined TAC team, all the schools. So we travel to some of our sister schools. We have a couple friends. I'm really good friends with Jess Feliciano, who's out of Elite, and Chrissy Briggs. So shout out to them because they're always getting me ready. So I'll take trips down to their schools. I'm flying out with Nicole Matthews, who's actually also on the card. So catch her fight. She's a purple belt. She's doing, I think, also Nogi, and we're flying to Miami together and gonna hopefully catch them training down there. But we have some girls at my academy, Tiffany and Jill, and Tirsa, who are always my main training partners at the school. And then, like I said, the squad. Pete is our guy, so I call him my boyfriend's boyfriend. He is coming to Miami with us, and we're gonna have a good time there. And then there's a bunch of other people. Obviously, Coach Brad, I couldn't do without him. Paramount's primarily, we started as a gi school, like really big gi school. I learned that I really don't like grips. They're not for me. So I started wanting to do a lot of no-gi, which is what brought me to traveling all over. I've been to 45 schools, so I'm really excited. I'm going to hit 50 this year. And Brad's really embraced being able to add more no-gi classes. I like to leg lock sometimes. He's added more leg lock activities. He's really good at telling us, you know, giving us the okay to go wherever we want to go and do what we want to do to kind of make our game more well-rounded. So I feel like I'm good in the gi. I can do that, but I really like no gi.
You know what? Listening, you probably would be a good instructor too, because I could hear the passion in your voice and the love you have for the competing in the sport. When you talk about it, I could tell you could probably be you could probably sit right there also, right by the mat, and also talk your way through the event. You sound like you have a lot of experience, which is great because you have a passion for it, which is great to see.
That's really definitely the goal one day. I want to be like a full-time instructor. I love nursing. It's always been my first passion. I knew I wanted to be a nurse when I was little, which is really great. But this year has been really hard. I worked on the COVID unit for quite some time, and it honestly helped me find a deeper love in jiu-jitsu. So I actually assist the teens in teaching, which is like one of my favorite things because they're my size. I'm only 110 pounds, so it's kind of nice. And then before COVID, I was running our women's program, which kind of like let me dabble in teaching a little bit. So coaching and teaching are so exciting. I would actually sometimes rather come out and just like coach people when they're competing. So hopefully that'll be an opportunity that opens up more in the future too.
Awesome. Well, listen, I hope Fight to Win has even more of these. Like I said, it's just a testament to you, women like you, who not only get into sport to take care of yourself, physical fitness, but are competing at a high level. So good luck on your journey. You're a purple belt now. I know, you probably, in your mind, you fantasize getting up there to what, brown and then your black belt, right?
Definitely that.
Awesome.
And I'm letting everybody know I'm coming for them. So they better watch out because I'm coming for all the small girls and maybe the big ones too.
There you go. Cathryn, thanks again for joining me, and best of luck in your competition over there, and safe travels to Florida. Enjoy yourself, and don't get in too much trouble while you're there.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I appreciate the opportunity, Bob, and hopefully I'll be able to meet you in person one day.
That sounds great. I talk to AJ all the time on Facebook. Him and I chat back and forth with him. So I said, you know what? He isn't fighting or anything. I said, but I'm going to grab Cathryn, and we're gonna get some media and talk about her competition, because like I said, I love the sport. I love to see the sport grow, and what you ladies are doing here, like, it's just growing the sport more, because it's not just Brazilian jiu-jitsu and grappling. Look at the main card of the UFC tonight. There's several women's fights tonight on the card, and it's, you women are here to stay. You guys are exciting. You've got your real athletes, and forces to be reckoned with. And thank you for your dedication to the sport and everything else, Cathryn. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity. And yeah, make sure you catch us on Fight to Win, because the whole card is gonna be fire. So it's gonna be great.
Absolutely. I'll be watching. I'll be down. I'll be watching it. I'll be streaming it.
Cool. Awesome.